I mean, I'm not mad per se, I'm just a bit more disappointed. Liverpool were put to the sword by Manchester United yesterday in a match which seemed to have the narrative shifting to a dominating win for the Reds going into it, but instead it was anything but. Welcome to Good Sport Reviews, and this is 5 things we learned from Liverpool 2, Manchester United 2. Number 5, Trent's head is in Madrid. Right, let's just get the obvious piece of information out of the way and just say it like it is. Trent Alexander-Arnold dropped an absolute disaster class against Manchester United on Sunday, and after all the news this week being the focus on him and a potential move to Real Madrid infesting the news like a mouse infesting a pantry, this was the worst possible time for him to have a performance of this low caliber, especially against this opponent. Now, Trent is not normally renowned for his top-tier defending, but this match in particular was a showcase of the defender's worst qualities, with him losing all 5 of his attempted duels, winning 0 tackles, and also losing possession 25 times, the highest of the squad, with the next highest in this metric being Mohamed Salah on 18. Not only that, but his attacking work wasn't even on display to mask up the insecurities in the back line, as the man usually ranked at the levels of Kevin De Bruyne and David Beckham in terms of passing, boasted the joint second lowest passing accuracy across the match at just 77%. What's even more alarming is that the only 2 players ranked beneath him were Harvey Elliott and Diogo Jota, who only played 11 and 29 minutes respectively, and he was also only able to pull off 1 key pass during his 86 minutes on the pitch, with all 6 of his crosses throughout missing their target. At times he looked vulnerable on the counter-attack from Manchester United, and throughout the second half in particular he was exposed time and time again, often tracking back like he was smuggling an anchor in his pants. And with this in mind, Manchester United adapted their attack to focus on the right side of Liverpool's defence and using players like Bruno Fernandes and Garnacho to overload the right back and pull him out of position, seeing him at fault for both of Manchester United's goals, with poor positioning and a lack of defensive commitment. It's a poor game with everything in the media recently. It's not the statement you want to make, because his mind is clearly elsewhere, which certainly won't be a major benefit for his remaining Liverpool career and connection with the fan base. Number 4, we missed Dominic Szoboszlai. Cast your minds back to the 1st of September 2024 when Liverpool turned up at Old Trafford and made it look like, well, Old Trafford, with the main reason for this being Liverpool's midfield running rings around the likes of Casemiro and Kobbie Mainoo with intense pressing and well-coordinated build-up play. However, if you fast forward to Sunday, there seems to be a real lack of aggression from Liverpool's usually dynamic trio of Ryan Gravenberch, Alexis McAllister, and in particular Curtis Jones, with the Scouser recording the lowest overall match rating during his 61 minutes on the pitch. This season, Curtis Jones has been recording 2.34 tackles per 90 minutes, as well as a pass completion rate of 94.3%. In comparison, this match against Manchester United saw the midfielder win 0 tackles, just 1 of his 3 ground duels, and recording a pass completion rate of 89%, 5.3 less than his season average. The main problem throughout, though, was Liverpool's pressing ability or lack thereof, because while Ryan Gravenberch and Alexis McAllister were still defensively effective to an extent, winning 3 and 5 defensive actions respectively, they didn't seem to have the usual intensity in the middle of the pitch, with Liverpool being dispossessed 11 times compared to Manchester United's 1, and also seeing them record less ground duels won, less tackles won, and seeing them win less recoveries, showing just how much pressing machine Dominic Szoboszlai was missed throughout. The midfielder was out with illness, and at points this season Szoboszlai has been underrated by the fan base, but it's clear to see just how vital he is to Liverpool's pressing style in the middle of the pitch, as he records 0.8 tackles per 90 minutes, as well as 3.8 recoveries as well. And while Curtis Jones at points has competed with the Hungarian for a spot in the side, it's clear that he's missed during those big matches. Number 3, Ibrahima Konate hasn't missed a beat. Time for some positivity now as we look at the returning Ibrahima Konate, who was a bit of a shock inclusion in the starting 11, with most people expecting Jarell Quansah to get the nod alongside Virgil van Dijk following the injury to Joe Gomez last week. Thankfully, this surprise was a happy one, as not only did Konate play today, but he played the full 90 minutes, further showing his importance to Arne Slot, and he didn't miss a beat, with the France international winning 6 of his 7 aerial duels, winning his 1 ground duel attempted, and also recording 3 interceptions and 3 blocked shots, despite finding himself having to cover 2 positions in the back line, with Trent venturing forward like he was Bilbo Baggins going on an adventure. And while people will say both goals came from the right hand side of Liverpool's defence and Konate should take some responsibility, which It's true, his positioning could have been better for the Martinez's run leading to the first goal, and he could have maybe put a foot out to prevent the second, but he was still defending for 2 at points. And honestly, it's just great to see him back in the heart of Liverpool's defence and picking up a match rating of 7.5, higher than every other Liverpool player apart from Mo Salah. Number 2, Harry Maguire is a hero and a heretic. Switching to the aspect of Manchester United now and looking at the man with a head like a thwomp, Harry Maguire is one of the few players since Ruben Amorim's arrival at Manchester United who can say he's seen a sign of improvement in his players. He's been a regular in the new manager's back line since match week 13 against Everton. In that time, he's picked up 7 tackles, 20 clearances, 18 interceptions, with 7 of those clearances and 4 of those interceptions coming in this match against Liverpool. Not only that, but he won 2 of his 4 aerial duels and blocked 2 shots from Liverpool attackers, showing that he's well suited to a back 3, which is providing him with an extra layer of protection from quick players, as people like Lisandro Martinez and Matheus de Ligt are able to cover the wide areas of the pitch and ensure that Maguire can focus on the aerial threats and through balls from the opposition midfielders, as well suited to his no-nonsense style of play, which saw him excel during his time at Leicester. However, it wasn't all gold, and we need to talk about that miss. Now, I'm going to play devil's advocate and point out that the ball was put across to the box towards him. It was bouncing like a beach ball, and in that scenario, most centre-backs would struggle to find themselves in an unnatural goal-scoring position, but my God, that miss. Undeniably, Manchester United deserved to win this match, and without a doubt that could have been a moment of the season had they won in the dying minute thanks to a Harry Maguire winner. But the defender must now feel like he's cost Manchester United 3 points there, with that one crucial moment having the potential to turn him from a Manchester United outcast to a Manchester United cult hero. And number 1, it's not the end of the world, right? We seriously need to look at this match as 1-point game, because throughout the 90 minutes, Liverpool looked beyond lacklustre, clearly underestimating Manchester United in a similar fashion to last season and relying on a Gakpo wonder goal and a Mo Salah penalty to pick up any kind of result. But my God, people need to relax. Look, I'm as disappointed as anyone. This was an amazing opportunity to extend our lead at the top of the table following Arsenal's draw to Brighton, but this result showed that even when we're playing piss poor, we can still make things happen and pick up vital points, which show just how never say die this side is. And yes, while this is a poor result on paper, we are still top of the Premier League table after 20 matches. We are still 6 points ahead of second place Arsenal, and we are still 6 points clear at the top of the Premier League table with a game in hand. Things could be much worse. This isn't me being blind and saying we weren't poor, because we absolutely were, but this is a scenario from which we can build, and it's still a point on the board for the squad. It's time to look forward to the next few matches, with a potential League Cup final still to come and exciting league games which could see us run away with this title. And that's our list. Let me know in the comments down below what you thought of Liverpool 2, Manchester United 2, and please make sure to click subscribe. I'll see you all in the next video.